Hi, Sarah Jane Plaskett here again. Um, when I do one-to-one sessions, either in person or online, we often find that the client is scatting about with a lot of different types of paperwork. So, for instance, if I've said to somebody, "Look, I want you to note down this week how you're feeling when we do this." So, if I give instructions out, um, to change a specific thing, or if we wanted to see if we were changing the way that somebody even slept, for instance, we would be waiting for those pennies to drop. So especially when we're in therapy together, because lots of things really do start to move, and take a different course, because this is what you want, of course. You want a different direction. So when we start to navigate in a different direction, I like to have it there to your hand, uh, what's been going on, what path it was that you've taken. So in the past, it's always been about me handing out different pieces of paper if it's been one-to-one, or on PDF, and the client will be, right, just trying to find which one it is, and they'll be scattered around through all the different paperwork, or backs of envelopes on certain days where they've forgotten what I'd given them on the handouts or stuff, and it would be a little bit time consuming, let's say the least. So because of that, um, I developed my own book of what it would be that I want my client to be making a note of. So here it is. And what it does is it just keeps everything that we do together all in the one place, so that when we're in a session, I can say to you, well, how was that week compared to the one you've just had? And obviously, you can imagine, if you've got like these stacks of papers, it can be quite difficult to go through and or use memory and really think about it. And not that we don't want you to really think about these things, because you can still be really thinking about it whilst you're on your way looking through your book, where you keep everything that comes up for you, whether that be even in a meditative state as well. There's space for that in here. So I decided that it would be super beneficial, not only to people that are on my courses, but for people that are not, and that just want somewhere to keep all the bits and pieces about themselves and about where they're up to in one smart place. So for instance, if you're going to the GP, or you're going to see a specialist, and they want to know about things like your lifestyle, then there's room for that in here. So that is how the book works. So basically, it's really straightforward. I always try to keep everything really, really understandable and universally understandable, because I know that language is so hazardous to different people for different reasons. So I do try and keep it really kind of clear and clean cut. So I give you some good welcome pages at the beginning that explain what you're then going to see each day, and how to fill in the book as you go through. So yeah, super good. And there it is. And it's called I Can Nourish, and it's the Food Mood Support Journal. And it is available on Amazon. Okay, and that's that. So with that in mind, you would be so much more organised, so much more well equipped when you're in any situation, whether it be the car park of the supermarket, whether it would be trying to need to just jot something down, you know, you've always got your book ready to hand, because if it's important enough to need to jot it down, then it's perfect to go in our book. So there it is. Go and pick yourself up one. They're not very expensive, but they will be an absolute Bible to you for better times. Okay, take care, and I'll see you soon.